Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Vanderbilt's offense will get first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Finds the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're
breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Mississippi State going up tempo. From the red zone, it's Davidson. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth.
Scores on the sneak.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Vanderbilt. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. This drive will open from the 15. Makes the catch. It's Harrell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. To the air, it's Roach. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The sweet feet buy a little time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. And the Bulldogs are on the move. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's York. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Defense in press coverage. The give to the lone running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This one's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Vandy. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation that...
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Roach. Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Holds it in on the left.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Coleman. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the 1st down yardage?
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught near the sticks. It's Harrell. Brought down at the 25-yard line, given 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Looking downfield, it's Roach. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Huge loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. White wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flat. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose. The defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the right. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Moving out of the pocket. And they can't connect it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front.
He's got it down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Hits the afterburners. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown! Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. He holds it in and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. A strong, methodical work.